Good evening, and welcome to the 55th Annual Georgia Lee Alford chapter of the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Honor Society or the ceremony, I would like to explain the traditions and procedures that take place throughout. The colors of the National Honor Society are gold and royal blue, and the Society's flower is the yellow rose. The emblem of the National Honor Society consists of a flaming torch and a keystone. The only lit candle represents the Society's torch, the symbol of the eternal light of knowledge. 4 candles representing the qualities of scholarship, service, leadership, and character flank this candle. At the keystone's base are the letters C, S, L, and S, which represent the 4 previously stated qualities. The 4 National Honor Society officers will speak tonight. Each will light a candle over one quality and then explain its importance to this organization. After the speeches, the candidates will have their candles lit by a current member, which represents the passing of knowledge. We are here tonight to recognize and reward those who have strived for excellence, not only in academics, but in all aspects of life. I wish all of the newest inductees the best of luck, and I hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Will everyone please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The effective demonstration of the four qualities held in high esteem by the Society has earned tonight's candidates membership into the Georgia Lee Alford chapter of the National Honor Society. The four National Honor Society officers will now review these qualities for the candidates.
Good evening again. I am Christopher Carson, a senior here at Garfield High School and the current president of NHS. I believe that character is the force within an individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates our individuality and our goodness. Character is not inborn or inherited. It is the force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, steadily grows within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. By demonstrating respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, empathy, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Personally, I know from being the president of my class and a soon-to-be Eagle Scout that a person's character is the key to success in any organization. In Scouts, having an optimistic and determined outlook can help you persevere through tough challenges. Every year, my troop goes to an overnight campout called Winter Event. We are outside in cold and snowy weather all day, all while competing against other troops in tough competitions that pushes everyone to their limits. Everyone is cold and wet, and it may be easy to get angry or overwhelmed, but the troops that come out on top are those that show a positive spirit and strong determination throughout the competition. However, character goes beyond having a positive attitude. Someone with an exemplary character shows respect for their peers and adheres to their recommendations and wisdom. They are responsible with their actions, showing integrity throughout their entire life, and they take time to ensure they are making the right decisions. They show empathy for their fellow peers, meaning they can understand how others are feeling and can help them cope by relating to them in stressful situations. Thankfully, I know that all this year's inductees are well equipped with these attributes, which ensures a positive continuation for the National Honor Society in years to come. Congratulations to all the new inductees this year. You are the future leaders of the student body here at Garfield, so use your gifts of respect, responsibility, and empathy to lead the school and community to a brighter future.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abby Colopy, and I'm the treasurer of the James A. Garfield National Honor Society. This role gives me the responsibility for all financial interests and to work closely with our multiple fundraisers for the year. One aspect you need to meet in order to be a part of the National Honor Society is scholarship. Scholarship means more than just maintaining a GPA of 3.5 or higher and being on the honor roll. According to the NHS website, scholarship implies a commitment to learning in school as well as personally. This means that one should make an effort to use their knowledge to help contribute to a more positive community. To me, scholarship means an opportunity to gain back what you put into school and your work. It's being willing to use your outside knowledge to do something good. Scholarship is not an inheritable trait, it's something you need to work for. It's more than just getting straight A's. Scholarship is being committed to learning throughout your whole life. While to some people their grades may seem like everything, eventually you will get to a point where your eagerness for learning takes over and it makes getting those straight A's easier. You can never truly stop learning. Once you graduate high school, your learning career isn't over. Whether you continue pursuing education by going to college or you choose to join the workforce, you're still gaining knowledge and experience. Your success is by choice, not by chance. By putting in hours of studying and research, you're contributing to more than just your own knowledge. While each person here has different goals for their life, scholarship is a trait that we all share. For the school and our community, it could be someone who represents us in a positive and respectful manner, not just academically. Knowledge is the key to pursuing a successful life for yourself and others around you. Eventually, the world becomes full of learning opportunities. Contributing your knowledge and learning abilities to the real world is one of the most rewarding things. Knowledge can only be gained through hard work, and by using this, you can thrive in any field. Scholars have built our roads, composed your favorite song, and made the food we buy in the grocery store. Scholarship does not depend on what grades you get or how well you can memorize the unit circle. Scholarship is a dedication to learning and contributing to your community. In the end, this is your knowledge and your own unique experiences, so be sure you're getting the most knowledge out of life you can. You never know when it'll help you.
Hello again. My name is Daniel Ensinger. I'm the NHS Secretary. I will be talking about service, specifically why it is important to understand what service is. I'd like to start by defining service because nowadays people seem to overcomplicate everything. Service isn't some extreme thing such as dedicating your life to a selfless cause or dying to protect the people you love. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Those are two of the most courageous examples of service I can think of. And yes, you are right. Those are two of the most courageous acts of service you can think of. But I would also argue that those are two of the worst examples of service to tell someone. I say this because service is simply the action of helping someone. And when we go around saying that service is some impossible thing that you have to dedicate your life to achieve, we contribute to the ever-growing feeling that as individuals, we aren't doing enough. Instead of being proud of all the wonderful things and acts of service we commit on a daily basis, we focus on the things we didn't do. We didn't spend our last paycheck on toys for orphans. We didn't walk house to house collecting money for the poor, and we definitely didn't die to save the world. When we go around thinking about the things we didn't do, we become less likely to continue to commit the acts of service we already do. Acts of service such as holding the door open for the person who needed help, or making someone's day with nice words, or the occasional time you volunteer part of your day to help either a person or an organization. That is service. Taking the time and effort out of your day to make someone else's better, and doing the little things that make the world a better place. Just imagine how terrible the world would be if everyone stopped doing those little things. I don't know about you, but that makes me think that maybe those little things aren't so little after all. So before you leave today, I challenge you to think of the last act of service you've committed and to be proud of that. Because you might not think you're doing as much as you should be, but you're doing what you can, and that's what matters. Thank you.
Leadership is unlocking people's potential to become better, is a quote from former U.S. Senator Bill Bradley. I think this quote resembles being a leader very well. From Mr. Lysick as a leader in our community, he absolutely increases people's potential to become better by leading by example and showing support for our community. My experience with my coaches, Flager and Oleski as leaders, has further led me to believe this quote is true, that leadership is unlocking people's potential to become better, because as coaches, they have kind of taken me under their wing and showed me how to lead a team, especially this year. My experience as a leader in sports and in my family has been about getting people to become better. Last year, as a junior, I was leader on the junior varsity basketball and baseball teams. This year, I was voted co-captain of the basketball team by my teammates. Also, I was a leader on the cross-country team for the past 2 years. As a leader of these teams, I feel like I am trying to increase my teammates' potential to be better both physically and morally. The same can be said about being the oldest sibling. With all the things happening in my family, if I freak out, my younger siblings would also freak out. But I remain calm and collected, and so too do they. In Mr. Lysick's words, in leadership, culture is king. Whatever you do, strive to create or contribute to a culture you believe in, because in the end, culture will endure long after a leader is gone. Here at the National Honor Society, we also strive to build a strong culture around the core values of leadership, service, character, and scholarship. And I've learned that good leaders know when to stop talking and start doing. So I say to those being inducted tonight and all the current members, let's stop talking and start doing.
At this time, I ask the new inductees to please come forward and have your candle lit from a current member who will pass on the eternal light of knowledge. New members, I ask you, will you show that you support and honor the high ideals and standards of this society by taking the pledge to the National Honor Society? If so, answer, I will. Current members, will you renew your pledge? I will. All right, please hold up your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name, pledge to maintain high scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, and to give of myself freely in service to others. In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. You may now lower your hand and extinguish your candles. You have accepted all the rights and responsibilities of this organization, and I now welcome you as full members of the Georgia Lee Alford chapter of the National Honor Society. Ms. Kissabeth will now present to you a National Honor Society membership certificate. Mr. Engelhart will present to you a yellow rose, a symbol of the peace and unity you will be promoting in your daily lives. Owen Bass. Courtney Brayler. Maria D. Ambrosia. Lauren Evans. Luke Finney. Landon Gideon. Faith Nispel. Colton Leisure. Zoe May. Aaron Rohde. Grace Sirocco. Emma Sherrick. Callie Tasker. Rylan Turner. Jennifer Wade. Savannah Wolf.
Current members, please stand. I present to you the James A. Garfield National Honor Society. Again, I would like to congratulate all the new inductees on their selection to the Georgia Lee Alford chapter of the National Honor Society. However, let me counsel each of you that this accomplishment is only the beginning of the journey, not the end. The purpose of this organization is to provide you with the means and the opportunity to use the gifts that each of you possess. Tonight, we have acknowledged that you do indeed possess these qualities that are necessary for membership. Now the responsibility is yours. to utilize these qualities for the advancement of your school and your community. This concludes our induction ceremony. Everyone is welcome to join us for refreshments in the Commons. And all NHS members, I would ask you to please stay for a few minutes for pictures. Thank you and good night.